So of course we are in Python for beginners, and I have a series of video tutorials set up that I want to share with you regarding the use of strings. So at the beginner level, using strings is simply really assigning a variable to a word, a phrase, a sentence, a series of sentences that kind of print out to the console or the terminal. However, as you grow in your experience in coding and developing software or whatever you're doing, a string is much more than that. Okay. So, what we want to do is kind of take it from the beginner level and learn how to manipulate, use, find elements inside of strings because this is going to be a really big foundation moving forward in knowing how to evaluate things and what's inside of a string, whether it has capital letters, lowercase letters, letters and numbers, numbers only, letters only, and you get the idea. So this is just going to be our starting point. And as you can see from the tabs up top, there are other elements I want to talk to you, and then we'll throw these strings into for loops so that we could actually find things, manipulate and change things. And so as we grow through all this, you'll become much more confident and competent in understanding really how the underlying structure of working with the strings is all about. So my code has four variables and they're each called a name. So I have name one. Well, I've got name and then there's name two, three, and four with the underscore with each. And they all have an assignment. So John is assigned to name. John 21 with a capital J is assigned to name 2. 007, 007, and those are integers. But however, they are in a single quote. So it looks like a string. And in fact, it is a string. And then finally, we have empty space. We actually have two white space characters here, okay? And that's name 4. So what I want to do is use the capitalize function, which is right here. I want to use the is alphanumeric function, which is right here. And then at the bottom here, I just want to use the is alpha function. So the first thing I want to do is actually use the capitalize function to capitalize the first and only the first letter of John. So here it is John, all lowercase. And what I want to do is actually capitalize the J. So I could do name dot capitalize and then print that out. So I should get John with a capital J. Now down here, I'm looking for search through the string to see if it has letters or, and I should just put or numbers, right? So what I want to do is if the string has letters, 26 letters of the alphabet, plus 0 through n, 0 through 9, um, print out true. So it's actually searching through the string. And these are, if it's true, tell me true. If it's false, if anything says no, then it's false. If it is all inclusive, it's true. If there's one thing off, it's false. So for example, alphanumeric. John has alphabet characters but no numbers, but it's or. It's not inclusive, it's or. So this would read true. John 21 has both alphabet letters, characters, and numbers 2 and 1. So this would also read true. And finally, 007 has 3 numbers. So that will read true. Okay. Now this one down here, name 4, has neither. It doesn't have any letters or numbers. So this would read false. So this would read true, 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 and false. Okay. And now we're going to prove it because we're going to actually run the program. And then down here, we're going to, again, call name.isAlpha. So if there is an only letters, and again, only letters, all 26 letters of the alphabet, in the string, then print true, otherwise print false. So if there is anything in addition to a letter, print false. Okay, so this would read true, this would read false because it has 21 in it. This would read false because it has 007 in it, and this would read false because it doesn't have any strings in it. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and run this, and let's take a look at our output. So again, capitalize the first letter. So John in the variable is lowercase. This is now uppercase. So then we're going to look for both letters and numbers. So true, 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 and false, because we know that the first one is John, so it does contain letters. We know that this is John 21, it contains both letters and numbers. And of course, this is 007, and it contains only numbers. But because it's inclusive of everything, but it's or, these all run true. However, this down here, name 4, has neither, doesn't have any numbers or letters in it, so this is going to read false. Okay, it evaluates to false. Now down here, we're looking for letters only. So the only one that has letters only is the word John, John, because this one has John 21, this is 007, and this one has nothing, no letters in it whatsoever. So these outputs are completely correct. So with that being said, that's our first step in looking at strings, and I'll see you next time. Take care.